There are still conflicting reports around how sick the president actually is, though.
That's right, Pete, and it's come after the president released that video on Twitter trying to assuage those concerns that people have that he is sicker than they're letting on. But with the course of treatment, it is generally for people who have severe cases of coronavirus. They're saying in this instance it's being given to the president because he is the president. So that's mainly the confusion. You can see here outside the hospital there's still a huge crowd of people, including this gentleman with the flag. Hello, we were going to try and show you the crowd, but we've got a little bit of a crowd of our own. Do you want to pan over here, actually? This is pretty indicative of just how confronting this whole thing's gotten. This guy's been having a go at this kid for about 40 minutes now, and it's just really extraordinary. But mostly it is just calm. Donald Trump supporters on the other side of the road and plenty of people tuning their horns because they want the president to hear from his room the support he has. So it really is just extraordinary scenes. But the questions remain about just how sick the president is. His personal physician gave an update just a short time ago.
Thursday night into Friday morning when I left the bedside, the president was doing well, with only mild symptoms, and his oxygen was in the high 90s. Late Friday morning when I returned to the bedside, the president had a high fever, and his oxygen saturation was transiently dipping below 94%. Given these two developments, I was concerned for possible rapid progression of the illness. I recommended the president we try some supplemental oxygen, see how he'd respond. He was fairly adamant that he didn't need it. He was not short of breath. He was tired, had the fever, and that was about it. And after about a minute, on only 2 liters, his saturation levels were back over 95%.
Now, of course, some of the confusion has come around some of the questioning that the press corps was giving his medical team yesterday about whether the president had oxygen. Now, all we heard from his physician yesterday was that he hadn't that day. Today we got further clarification on that point that he had indeed been given supplemental oxygen twice.
I was trying to reflect the upbeat attitude that the team, the president, that his course of illness has had. Didn't want to give any information that might steer the course of illness in another direction, and in doing so, it came off that we were trying to hide something, which wasn't necessarily true. So here I have it. He is the fact of the matter is that he's doing really well.
Now, there are continuing questions about how long the president will stay in this facility. Today was the most optimistic tone that he could be out even by tomorrow. That's with those improved signs that his medical team has said that he's been exhibiting, but it does remain a day-by-day case. This is what his medical team had to say on that point.
Today he feels well. He's been up and around. Our plan for today is to have him to eat and drink, be up out of bed as much as possible, to be mobile. And if he continues to look and feel as well as he does today, our hope is that we can plan for a discharge as early as tomorrow to the White House where he can continue his treatment course.
And Annalise, his administration says he's still working, but there are concerns about how much this cluster could continue to grow in the White House.
This is becoming a growing concern just less than 30 days out from the election. And don't forget, they're trying to squeeze in the Supreme Court nomination of Amy Coney Barrett in this time as well. So senators have been told they need to be back in Washington by October 19, but the list of cases close to the president are growing. So far, Hope Hicks, that original case that sparked the concerns surrounding the president, has been confirmed, as well as Kellyanne Conway, his close advisor, Ronald McDaniel, RNC chairwoman, Bill Stepien, campaign manager, Tom Tillis from North Carolina, Senator Mike Lee, Utah Senator, and Ron Johnson, Wisconsin Senator, not directly associated to any cluster related to the president, but also dwindling those numbers that they'd need to get that nomination through. Chris Christie, former governor of New Jersey, who helped with the debate preparation, John Jenkins, Notre Dame president, and Nicholas Luna, personal assistant to Donald Trump. There's also reports there may be more White House staff, even if not directly associated with the president, that have come down with COVID-19, putting that pressure back on. National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien, though, said that he's confident that the business of government will continue as usual.
One of the things that the doctors tell you is you really do need to disconnect a little bit from work and not overdo it. Even if you feel fine, that's very difficult to do with the president because he's, as everyone knows, he's a hard worker. He works kind of 24/7.
So, Pete, people are really hanging off these updates on the medical condition from the President. It's really unprecedented. We can't emphasise that enough. There's been 3 instances in US history where power has been passed from the President to the Vice President, and that's only been when former presidents have been having colonoscopies. Yeah. And so it does seem unlikely at this stage with those appearances from Donald Trump, but the people certainly remain here, ready to see him come out.
Yeah, I tell you what, Annalise, you're battling on so well there. That is America right there out the front of Walter Reed. It's so split down the middle. You've got supporters from both sides. I'm wondering now that those gentlemen have shifted from behind you, are you able to show our audience, give us a sense of what it's like out the front where you are at the moment?
They have moved, thank goodness.
Yeah.
If you look across the road, this is just scenes we saw all day yesterday, and of course we have a bus.
Yeah,
just going to help.
that's right on cue.
Get to the intersection. Yeah, you just can't catch a break.
Yeah, it goes right up there anyway.
You can see the big scenes there. They've just been going across all day, and the horns just unbelievable. There's also a massive truck, which we'll catch for you at some point as well.
All
so
right.
hopefully we can get that for you soon.